welcome back, everyone. Sometimes in life, going after a specific goal can really be easier said than done. We often forget just how capable we really are, but also we are so scared to fail. So how do we overcome those fears and go after what we want? Joining me today, we thought it was a perfect opportunity to dive in with Real Talk. We have the fabulous Kara Kinnear.
Hello.
The equally fabulous Anissa. Kara, all right?
I think he smells so good.
Wow. I was like, Kara, I'm sorry.
In there.
She does this. Hey, you want to scooch over this way? No, I'm kidding.
Please do.
Okay, and someone, so we have Nisa, of course. Kara got us distracted on this.
No,
okay.
Rich got us distracted.
Okay, and Rich Redmond, please give him a big round of applause. He has toured and played with almost every major name in country music. He's been Jason Aldean's touring and session drummer for 18 years. He's a motivational keynote speaker, music producer, author, educator, and actor. And we are thrilled to have him on today's panel.
Yes. So excited.
Apparently, he smells nice.
Yes, he does.
Yes,
he does.
Well, we do what we can with what we got, Rich. Okay, let's talk first of all. Tell us more about what you're doing in town, and I kind of gave everyone a little teaser about what you're up to. But
well, yeah, if the folks hadn't come to the show, it was 2 nights ago. We rocked the SunTrust Park.
Yes.
45,000 of our closest friends.
Awesome.
So hot. I mean, so hot, so humid, but it was just an exceptional night.
And it was a hot show.
Great energy.
Okay.
It was great. So we're on our 2018 tour. New record, Rearview Town, is out. I'm playing with Jason Aldean. I've been playing with Jason Aldean, country rocker Jason Aldean, for 18 years. Met a young Jason Aldean in 1999. The same band. We've been at it. We're on our 8th record. It's just been a fantastic ride.
So cool.
Incredible.
Yes.
And go back to now the motivational speaking part. How did all that come about?
Well, I kind of fancy myself a teacher. I think I have a teacher's heart. I think I was born to do that. I actually got my master's degree in music education, so I've taught at the collegiate level. I've taught kindergartners, and I've always done educational workshops, drum clinics. They call them drum clinics.
Yeah.
So the typical drum clinic is drummer loads his drums in, people come in, there's a drum solo for 90 minutes, out the back door. Any questions? And I wanted it to be more positive. I wanted to have some positive takeaways, so I call it edutainment. So it's entertaining, very entertaining, but a lot of educational takeaways.
Sure.
That is awesome.
It's a renaissance, man.
I know, really. And just even thinking about what our last guest, Rosie, was talking about, just kind of taking the bull by the horns, finally saying, I don't want somebody to tell me how to be me. It sounds like that's what you've done your whole life, or at least your career.
Sure.
Have you guys, let's back up a bit, ever really shied away from a dream or maybe a goal because you were afraid to fail, Kara?
Well, I mean, I think obviously it's sort of a subconscious thing that we all deal with to try not to let fear hold us down. But I read something the other day that was so interesting to me that it said, why when we're little, everybody keeps telling us to go for our dreams and reach our goals. And then as soon as we become adults, people are like, get in where you fit in and just kind of settle.
Yeah.
Like, what is that about?
Right.
I don't know. And I think we all do it, whether we do it on purpose or not.
Well, I think the practical side of things comes in. So when we're younger, it's like the sky's the limit,
That's
and then
right.
suddenly it's like, okay, how much is that going to cost, or what obstacles do I have to overcome? And suddenly, then we're told, like, all right, maybe this isn't
Not your
that
reality.
attainable or not your reality. What about you, Nisa? You're, Emmy award-winning makeup artist, so it doesn't sound like you let your dreams stop you or your goals.
I don't, but I've always had encouraging people around me, from my parents, cousins, aunts, uncles, and I think that makes a huge, huge difference.
Right, your
so even by the time we get to the point that Kara said, where people can kind of throw you off course, or why are you trying to go for that?
Right.
I can easily brush that off.
Right.
I can easily brush that off, and you just got to keep pushing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And Jason, I called you Jason. I'm sorry, sorry, Rich. When you are talking about mentoring kids and all that, this is like television broadcast industry. People are coming in, everybody wants that big break.
Sure.
What do you say to them to kind of set realistic expectations of the journey? Because it is not easy.
I say don't be realistic.
Really?
You know what I mean? Just go for it. I'm lucky that my parents were like, son, you should be a doctor or a lawyer, or do something safe. I always just wanted to play the drums. I was lucky that I found my purpose and my passion in life. It was 1976, dinosaurs roamed the earth, and I picked up the sticks. And my parents said, you know what? Here's a blue sparkle snare drum. Here, take some lessons. And they drove me around and got me into nightclubs. And I always knew what I wanted to do. I fell in love with it. And they said, you know, you want to do this? We're going to give you every possible tool in your tool chest to be successful. And, you know, people reach out to me all the time for business and life coaching. And I say, hey, you want to move to Nashville and you want to be the next big thing?
Yeah.
Do it. Because you don't want to go to your grave with your tombstone saying, member of the woulda, coulda, shoulda club.
Sure.
If you want to do something, make it happen because you only have one life. And you don't have to have the whole plan laid out in front of you. You just have to take the first step and the way will be revealed to you.
I know. I wonder you're a motivational speaker. But speaking of that, a recent article in Forbes states that the simplest way to overcome those fears is by simply taking that first small step or action. So here's a few of the suggestions, and tell me if you guys agree.
Okay.
Honor daily fundamentals. Appreciate the daily things that you can do. Kara, yes?
Yes, like every day I can brush my teeth. Like I know I can do that.
That's right.
Check.
You
Realistic
know,
goals. Realistic goals.
Make your bed.
Right.
Yes. So those make me feel good and very productive.
You know, Kara, we have talked about making those to-do lists, and the first couple at the top for me, I always make very easy and attainable.
You have to, because it'll keep you going.
It keeps you going, and as you're crossing off, you know, and speaking of this, I've gone back to paper because I love that act of crossing things off. But that list, you know, makes you feel a little bit better. Do you find that you both do this in your daily life?
God, I have lists of lists.
I know.
You know, the to-do list, and it never gets shorter. I would just keep adding to it. So the stuff that has to be taken care of like right away, I keep moving it up to the top.
Right.
You know?
Right.
But
I think that's like such a key of a successful person, though, is that you always have goals. Like you're never going to be satisfied. You always have goals, or I want to do this, or I want to do that. And it doesn't have to be career-wise. It could be any facet of your life, which is cool. Like I like that.
This next one I want to ask you to weigh in on because it's visualize yourself succeeding, and I have to tell you, I don't do that. You hear these people like, see yourself receiving that Oscar, and I never do it.
Then you should probably start with at least a vision board. I am big on vision boards because it's literally right there in front of you.
You really have a vision board or a vision notebook?
I have had a vision board for at least 10 years. I do a vision board every year.
Yeah,
sometimes twice a year.
Twice a year.
Yep.
Great.
Yep, always.
Yeah, you can cut out pictures in a magazine.
Exactly.
We had someone come on the show to tell us how to even create one.
Yeah. So if you know you can't really sit and get in that place by yourself, just mentally, get a vision board. I can't either. I don't have time to sit around and go, oh, I can see myself in that yacht.
Yeah.
But I can wake up and see the picture that I posted on my poster board with it. But I don't,
Wow.
Vision boards work. I love them.
They do.
I love it.
Let's do it together. Let's do it together.
Oh, vision board party. Rich, you must come.
Yes, we
We're gonna cut out all of our magazine pictures and our paste, and we're gonna make our vision boards.
Listen, the guest who came on, she envisioned a happy marriage and a big rock, and remember, she put her hand by her vision board picture in that rock.
The law of attraction is a real thing.
Now, I do believe that.
I absolutely believe that.
Okay, Kara's, we'll have to work on that one.
I believe it.
Yeah,
I do. Yeah.
But the vision boarding. Okay, number 3, allow yourself to identify with new possibilities.
Sure. Oh, yeah. You never be stagnant, always moving forward. Like for me personally, I operate under the entertainment umbrella, or edutainment. So everything I do is either entertainment or education. And so in the last couple of years, I said, you know what? I'm going to take a voiceover class. I've been taking acting classes. I got acting agents.
Good for you.
I'm authoring 2 books right now. And it's just, it all fits under the drumming and music thing. So just think about what is it that I do and what are some other things that are closely related to what I do so I can branch out and continue to grow.
Right.
I just want to be creative in different ways. And it's really, really fun.
And making yourself, learning every facet of the business. When anybody asks about television, I was like, learn every single thing that you can about whatever it is you're passionate about to help you get to that place. And then surround yourself with a supportive community, like Nisa said. Kara,
it makes a huge difference.
Yeah, I think so. I think actually, my supportive community, I have to be careful about what I say out loud because my husband is so encouraging. Like, he'll be like, well, let's do it. Like, how are you going to get there? What do you want to do? And I'm just like, whoa,
Good guy.
calm down.
That is good.
But
He
he really motivates me, and I think that I don't know if I would have been so self-motivating if I wouldn't have had him to push me a lot,
Wow.
which is nice.
Makes a
Well,
difference.
now there was one person, and we're going to get her on the panel to talk about you know, your mom when she told you not to pursue your Broadway dreams. We're going to dive into that a
Yeah,
little
well, my
later.
parents were always like, let's just settle down. And everywhere, I mean, I've had
Kara's
so
mom
many people
just
tell
keeps
me
it
no.
real. She's not a dream killer.
She's not a dream killer.
She's not a dream killer. She
Right.
is just realistic and puts it out there.
Yes.
I think wanted to put you on your
part of
TV
my
path.
my brains, I've
Your
many
brains?
brains.
Yes.
I think there's some part of my brain that's like a little dormant and doesn't like hear like the naysaying because I'm just
Yes.
like
That's good.
ignorantly blissful.
No,
to
That is good.
No,
That's
is good.
Naysayers and negative Nellies.
Get rid
Yeah.
of them. That's right.
Trim the
We
fat.
talked- Remember, Kara, we talked about that. Ditching friends that are not supportive and do not support your dreams. They gotta go.
Exactly.
Shake off your haters.
Okay, we're almost out of time, but last one is ask what if. Nisa, you do that?
What if I'm not here tomorrow because I'm going to Nashville with Rich to start my country?
Oh, we're gonna write some
songwriting
music.
music together. I'm starting my new career tomorrow. Ooh, I love it. What if?
Hey, what if?
Good.
Hey,
I like
why
it.
not?
Why not?
Why not?
Yeah, sure.
What ifs?
Life is filled with endless possibilities, and I say take the bull by the horn, do everything you want to do in this lifetime, make it happen, surround yourself with like-minded individuals, and take action immediately.
I kind of want Rich
Good
just to hang out.
Say what
here.
Rich
Just to
said.
hang
We don't
out.
have time.
Yes,
We'll be
yes.
writing country music songs tomorrow.
Oh, good.
We won't
Great.
have time
You're
to
going
stay.
to be writing their songs.
Let's
Okay,
do it.
Kara, what about the what ifs?
I would say everything Rich said.
Ditto. Hey, I forgot. Sorry, we got so involved with Rich being here. Vote. It's our Facebook poll. How do you move past your fears and achieving your goals? Number one, plan and visualize. Or number two, just do it. And I think this is it's
Wow.
interesting. This is not a runaway. I mean, well, 67% is
Do
pretty
both.
good.
Just do
but
it.
a lot of
Both.
people, yeah, I would think.
What did they say?
Well, the 67% was
Just do
just
it.
do it.
Just do it.
Nike had it right.
You said it. You said it, Rich. You said
Check.
make it happen right now.
Right
Do something
now.
today.
This is so exciting.
I love it.
Yeah.
Good. What do you guys want to do?
This
I
is
feel so
great.
motivated.
Where are we doing? Are we doing brunch or are we doing
Yeah.
Vision board and writing some songs.
And writing some
That's
songs.
it.
You can learn more about Rich and his keynote speaking availabilities at soundcheckmanagement.com. Well, you're welcome back here anytime.
Thanks for having me.
Yes.
Rich, yes, Jason Aldean, yeah.
good.
Follow him. Okay, more Atlanta Company still to come. Just a tiny bit more, maybe. Tiny bit.
Too bad.
I'm glad.
For a long time.
I'm honey. I was.